welcome to the Campbell County Cooperative Extension Service. Today I want to share with you one of my favorite things to do, and that's making smoothies. So I'm going to share with you a recipe from our nutrition education program from the University of Kentucky. It's Superfood Smoothies. For the Superfood Smoothie, you will need 1 medium peeled banana, sliced and frozen, 1 cup frozen spinach, 1 medium apple with skin, chopped and frozen, 1 20-ounce can pineapple chunks in 100% juice. So it's called Superfood Smoothie because it's got all kinds of superfoods and things that are really good for us. If you're on the go, anything that you might need to get in, you can get these in, fruits and vegetables and dairy. I'm not using dairy today, but obviously you can use dairy and get that good protein in, and then from your vegetables, good nutrition, good nutrients. So what I'm going to do is start with, we'll start with our banana. We're going to start with a medium banana. I peeled it earlier and I sliced it and put it in the freezer. If you do forget to do that, which I do that, I forget, and I get up in the morning and I'm like, oh, I want a good smoothie, so it's not a problem, okay? So you can just grab you a banana, go ahead and slice that banana up. Apple, same way, because I'm using an apple as well, but I did freeze these, and so they're very cold, okay? But if you do forget to do that, you can go ahead and just put your fruit in there and that'll be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my banana in there. Okay, it is frozen. So it just gives that smoothie that frozen state. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is your recipe, the recipe that if you call in our office and get this recipe, you'll see on our recipe card that it calls for 1 cup of frozen spinach. I have done that before and it's certainly fine. It won't affect the taste, but I like to use fresh spinach. So I'm going to use some fresh spinach, and I'm just going to, this is washed and ready to go. So I'm just going to put it in however much you want in there, okay? So if you call the office and want the recipe and you're kind of a little fuzzy, don't understand maybe the amount, I can work with you on that and tell you about how much you want to put in there. But there's really no right or wrong way of doing it, okay? So obviously it calls for a frozen spinach. We're not using the frozen spinach, so we're probably going to use a little bit of ice so we can get that cold. But we may have enough ice in our frozen banana and our apple, okay? So just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is put an apple in, and what I did is I cut it up, I left the peel on, because that's what it calls for. Just leave that peel on so you can get those good nutrients from the peel. Okay, and then you're just going to put the apple in. Okay, and I may have, it calls for, probably I have a little bit more than what it calls for on the directions on the recipe, so I'm just going to wait and leave that out until I think I might need it in my recipe. And then I'm going to use a 20-ounce can of pineapple chunks, and you can see it has the juices. If you have a health issue, you're trying to cut back on your calories, maybe you're diabetic, and you can't have as much juices, you can look down through this recipe and just kind of cut that back. So instead of a medium banana, maybe you want to put half of that medium banana in, okay? So you know your diet, so you know how you are supposed to work your meal plan, the apple the same way, and then you may want to use water instead of the juice just to kind of cut that the sugar amount down, okay? So I'm gonna just put that in. Boy, doesn't that look good. And if I find that I need to come back and put my ice in because I need it a little colder, because the fruit and the frozen fruit should make it cold enough. I have plenty of room up there at the top. Hey, I'm going to put the rest of my apple in to make sure. Yes, that's great. Okay, so we're going to put that all in there. I think we have everything. I'm going to double check my recipe. I have everything in there. It's quick, simple, easy. This is a great way to get your nutrition in. If you have some picky eaters and they won't eat things like spinach and kale, it's a great way to get your nutrients in and to get them to eat what they're supposed to eat. This is going to be pretty loud, so I'm going to give it a blend and let it blend up for us. gonna turn it off. I'm gonna open that lid up and kind of move it around in there a little bit, okay, so it can get completely blended. Just, you have to check your blender and make sure that it cuts up things that are frozen pretty well, because a lot of times that might be an issue. Okay, so we'll put it on blend again. Great. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep working with it and get that lid back off and kind of move that around a little bit to where it gets all of my apple peel blended up. Okay, so I'm gonna work again. So you can tell that it really kicked in there and it got all of that apple and banana, that frozen apple and banana stirred up, chopped up, stirred up. Okay, and then we're gonna ease that off. We're gonna pour just a little bit in our glass just to kind of show you how pretty. I know you can see through that blender glass, but just how pretty that is. Okay. Just a great drink. Again, like I said, if you want to put it in, if you want to kind of relax and put it in your glasses, sitting on the patio and relaxing, it's just the small things in life that make us happy, right? So you can use those fun glasses, or you can take it on the go. So it's good nutrition on the go, a good breakfast on the go. Keep in mind also, if you're, if it's not cold enough, which it is very cold, I can feel that. It took that coldness from the fruit, but you can also use the ice. If you are using ice, and you're just taking your fruit from the counter and you're putting that in there, you're gonna use a little ice, but keep in mind that that's gonna water it down a little bit, so just add your ice a little bit at a time. And then if you're not using frozen spinach, then you can also make your own. If you wanna use some fresh spinach, chop this up real fine, put it in your ice tray, add some water, and then you can absolutely use that in your smoothie as well. And then that way you can get the good benefits of the fresh spinach. Okay. If you want a copy of this, which I know you probably will, Superfood Smoothie, call our office at 572-2600 or visit our website and make you a smoothie today and enjoy.